that we had a good day today on the stock market.
Definitely did.
Hey, yo, you know why our people talk like that?
I don't even care.
You know, I'm just saying, it's funny, like, like that part. But anyway, I don't know. We are unique in where we come from, you know. We come from the tribes over in Egypt, you know. They said Cleopatra was my auntie. I know you're looking at me strange. But I'm telling you, they say Cleopatra was my auntie.
T as a TV?
She was T's aunt.
Okay. And?
B. TB's aunt.
Okay. Was she trading on the stock market?
Oh, she was the stock market, B.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you gotta do the history on her, man. Anyway, back to the market. We had a great day this morning, and sometimes we come back in the afternoon, right?
Right.
To talk to the boys and girls.
Uh-huh.
So this morning, we made some funds. I could show you over here. Let me just.
All right, pull the screen up
Let me show you over here. As you can see, we still in a trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by us being in a trade, that's a whole different story. But I would like to see if you could see what I see. This trade is a SRPT. It is a therapeutic company that had some problems with their medicines, and they actually had 3 fatalities. So 3 people died in a clinical test of their product, which caused the stock to go down because investors lose confidence when things like that happen, if you will. MGL.
100%.
So if you can see this here, I'll just show you what we made this morning. And there it is. Can you see it? Mm-hmm.
It's up on there. It's up on the screen. We looking at it.
Oh, okay. Well, let me make sure you can see it, because I didn't see that you could see that. Let's make sure it's clear for the people there. Okay, let's get back there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull this out so y'all can see. They don't want y'all to see it. So since they don't want y'all to see it,
but you could tell them they can't see it.
They can't see it. You know, we've been telling people forever. So now we got to show them. You know, we've been telling them, and us telling them doesn't get anywhere. So now we're going to have to show them and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, we're just going to leave this state and go to another state. Yep. But anyway, $9,622.99 is what it is. Okay, That's from this morning. That was on a couple of trades here. One done. We got some done. We got see here, we got $206.50. That was done on Tesla. Another $262 done on Tesla. Then if we want to go back to this morning, let's go all the way back to this morning. All right, first trade. Okay, this is early in the morning. I was trying to get it so we could see this time, so everything could be seen, where they could see the time of the day and all that. So this is the time of the day. It's 9:56 when we made this trade. And I'm trying to pull it down here. Go down a little bit.
So basically, we're in the afternoon trade at this point.
Yeah.
Been trading all morning since the market opened.
Right.
Which was about, 9 o'clock, 9:30?
9:30 the market opened.
Opened at 9:30, started trading at 9:30. And now they made a couple trades this morning.
Yes.
And the results were
this.
Take a profit of this right here.
$462.64.
That was the first trade?
The first trade was, let's go to the first one. The first trade
Pulling up the first trade.
The first one was this one. Let me pull that up. Right here. This was the first trade. $1,342.17.
Okay.
On a shorting Tesla, 1,000 shares of Tesla at $328.19.
Okay.
Right? And we wrote that down.
Rolled it down.
So we made that 1342. Then the next trade again was here. Another selling of Tesla, 1,000 shares of Tesla. We made $1,000.45. Right? So that was 2,000 shares we sold, and then we bought them right back and made $1,000.45. So Then we did another sale of Tesla at $326.94, and we made this right here. What did that say? What did that say, Marcus?
I can't see it from here.
$2,120.42. Then the day went on. We got closer to, it's 10:40 now on this clock, and then when we got closer to 10:47, we sold 350 shares of Tesla again, made $196.27. Then so the stock started turning around and go back up. So we bought 400 shares of Tesla at 10:49.51. That's 2 minutes after we made that trade. We bought Tesla and 400 shares, and we made $321.62. Okay.
As I mentioned, I feel that this one has been using VWAP as resistance. If I'm looking to go long, I'm definitely not looking for a top right now at 91s, and that's what we're getting. So it'll have to clear VWAP.
And we actually bought after we sold it, we bought 400 shares again and made $206.50. We did it. We did. Then we bought 280 shares and made $262.15. And next was this one here. We started talking about SRPT, the stock that I mentioned earlier just now about the therapeutic company that had 3 fatalities in their clinical study. That stock took a hit because of that, and investors start pulling their funds. So when investors pull their funds, it causes the stock to go down. I knew this was about to take place, so I sold some of the stock here at I sold it here at like $18, and because it was at $18 or something, and I sold it, got out around 16 something, and I did that like over and over again. So what happens as the stock is coming down, I will sell it and buy it, sell it and buy it, sell it and buy it as it's coming down, and these are the results of that. One was $362, one was $267.66, one was $291.66, one was $15. Looked like I got out pretty quickly. Another one was $665.85. That was on the short side, 1,000 shares at $18. And another one was $85.86. We had another one, $93.37. Another one, $92.40. And these are all SRPT, because I was aware of the news that it had bad news and that it was going to kill the confidence of investors. So investors were going to pull their money out, and it's going to cause the stock to go down. In that case, I can ride it down. Make a long story short, we had a good Friday morning, and we end up making $9,622.99, right? Now, we're still in some trades here. As you can see, QS is another QS is a conductor company. They make conductors, and I am on the short side in that because it was just too high. It's moved up too high. So we're going to make some money on that. SRPT, we're still on the short side because with that bad news, I'm seeing that stock's going to go down further. So we're still in a couple trades. Usually I don't really get back into the market in close to 1 o'clock. Then I start looking to trying to get it, think about what I'm going to do in the market, right? However, we're here now, and we're here to talk to you guys. We're here to talk to you guys about the possibility of you getting in with me and MGL so that you can share in our growth. If you're interested in sharing in the growth of such, if you're interested in buying my book here to learn about what it is I do, then very well DM us or leave us a chat, leave us a message about you being interested in learning what it is we do, because we can offer you a 7-week course. 7-week course, one-on-one, done normally by Zoom. Some guests that are interested in investing in some of the products that we have at Kelly Rose, or Kelly Rose Hospitality Company. You should know that by now. Or the exclusive investment club that we have managed. If you guys are interested, some of those people, investors, we have come into the studio and interviewed them and put them on the podcast to talk about the relationship between investors and businessmen like ourselves, or entrepreneurs like ourselves.
Business owners.
Business owners, entrepreneurs.
in
They
general,
give us so many names, man.
Well, business owners and entrepreneurs are not synonymous. You can group them together, but they're two different things if you want to break down semantics.
Yeah, well,
but
you're right.
investors and all this other type stuff, we're not going to get too far deep into
saying.
it. But there's a relationship between all of them at the end of the day.
But so we should be saying entrepreneur then, and business owners, both of them. But anyway, come on down and holler at us about investing on a larger scale, because we got some projects that we're working on. We just picked up a nice, beautiful project.
Right.
We don't want to talk too much about it, but it's a
Not at
nice
all.
project that you would be interested in if you are an investor. Now, I am, of course you know I am. I'm Tony Braxton. That's MGL. I wrote this book here, Day Trading Stocks from Behind the Eight Ball, for the kids, I'm telling you. But it's for adults too. So hopefully you guys can join in, follow us on our YouTube page, because we're going to be trading live for a little while, just as an introductory to what we do. Because as Marcus said earlier, we've been telling you a lot of times, but now we're going to show you. Ain't that right?
100%.
We're going to show you now instead of telling you. What are you talking about that, Mo? What are you talking about that, MGL? We're going to show and tell. Show instead of tell.
Always.
You have met us on the showing stage of our endeavors. They met us on the showing stage of our endeavors, Marcus.
All right. You know, it is about building momentum in the things that you do. A lot of people like to hop on when it's too late after the ball actually starts rolling, and oftentimes you end up getting crushed because you do not get in at the right position. So that is what trading is all about. It's about getting in and out at the right time and knowing the strategies in order to do it. So don't miss the boat. Hop on, grab your life preserver, because if you don't, you might sink
and drown.
Oh, and we want you to swim
with us
to better shores.
Swim with the sharks.
Swim with the sharks.
You heard, man.
So
don't
as you can see,
don't be a little guppy.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, I guess. Guppy, yuppie.
Yeah, for real.
We're not going to be calling people names. You know who you are. You know who you are.
No. I'm just saying, we're not calling nobody names. We advising them not to be a guppy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, don't be a guppy. That's all.
Oh,
Swim
man.
with the sharks.
Swimming. So, yeah, waters out here do get rough.
Right.
So, you know.
Keep it real.
Yeah, get your life preserver, get your rowboat, get whatever boat you need to get to safety. Because if not, you will drown in this market.
Tell them.
And, you know, we talk a lot about markets, and it's different type of markets that you play a part in. I always say that if you don't know you part of the market, you are. Every time you purchase something, every time that you go out, chances are the products that you use every day is being traded by entrepreneurs who took their business public and traded on the stock market. And there are currently people out there who are working on business opportunities that you can actually get in before they go public. If you know anything about Facebook,
right,
that was a privately held company started by Mark Zuckerberg in his college dorm. And then they took it public. So it was a grind and a struggle to get to where it is. I don't know. Do they even care? Some people care and some people don't. Right. But the people who are interested in making money do know and understand what is going on with business. So most people that you know do not really probably trade in the stock market. They try to make these apps that made it easy for you to get in, but a lot of people still not understanding what it really takes. If you know anything about some of the richest people in the world, they all are stockholders in a business.
Right.
They are not just sitting there fumbling their thumbs. If you know anything about, what's the guy's name? The most famous hedge fund trader. Why can I not think of this man's name right now?
Jamie Dimon.
That's one, but no, that's not the one I'm talking
I'm
about.
a fan of Jamie Dimon. Sorry.
Talking about Jamie.
Oh, you
Dimon.
talking about Warren Buffett?
Warren Buffett. Everybody knows Warren Buffett. And you know how Warren Buffett made his money? By trading stocks.
Oh man, don't tell him too much information.
I don't know. Everybody knows the name, but they don't really understand how and why he made his money the way that he does. They know it, but don't understand it, and we're trying to get you to understand it. And those who do understand, we're going to come up with a plan. We have a plan, I'm going to say, to help you surpass your current economic status.
Either one.
Either one. I like words.
Hey man.
I like words.
Hey,
Especially using them, because when you use words, you can be very precise of saying things without having to say a lot.
Right.
And that's what this whole stream is about. It's
Right.
less about saying and more about showing. Like Tony said, Coach TB said, it's show and tell moments. So this is the afternoon. So a lot of people are checking their stocks, what you might call a swing trader, because they're at work and they're checking on some trades they might have made, that might have executed. But it's about how you set up your trades that makes the biggest difference with a lot of people. And some people have made money and some people have lost money. But when you're a day trader, you trade during the day. You don't sit there and swing trade. You can, but it's a long-term and short-term strategies. And when it comes to this, you gotta have your strategies and tactical operations in effect. So the strategy is to get the book and tactically trade with some funds or invest in the investment club. And I'm excited because there's just a lot of things that have been happening as we build this momentum and getting people caught up on the real life, everyday, real trades. So that's what the live stream is about. It's to really show you that real people can do real things.
I like that. Who said that song? Real people do real things. That's a song, man. Somebody sang that. I can't remember who that was.
Maybe we'll get back to that. If you know it, leave it in the chat.
Yeah, leave it in the chat. Who sang that? Real people do real things. No, see?
And I know a lot of people right now who are actually checking the stream don't actually watch till in the afternoon, because a lot of people are doing their regular 9-to-5 jobs.
Right.
And so we have some people who hop on live who actually have the time to get online and check what's going on.
Pause. Show them where we at on this SRPT. Guys, we're in the money, $1,179.25. Check it out. We just talked about this trade. Here we go, 16.28. And look where it's at right now. It's down to $15.47. Will put us in the profit of $1,179.25. Now, where are we taking this to? Okay, it's 1,500 shares. Since we got in at 16.28, how about we get out at 15.28? Does that sound like that's a good way to get out? $1. Let's make $1 on this profit here, this sale. We're gonna make $1 on the short sale. And so if you have $1,500 and you make $1 profit on the sale, if you have 1,500 shares and you make $1, put in the chat, how much profit did you just make? Or how much profit did we just make? Not you, because you're not here. We're the ones here doing it. So we got 1,500
Except
shares.
for the people that invest with us.
We have 1,500 shares. And we shorting the stock at 16.28. And we're going to get out at 15.28. So that means we're going to make $1 profit per share. Tell me, how much is your profit? What did you make? What did you make on that trade? Anybody that can tell me what they made on that trade, I'm going to cash app them $20 right now. And $20 is a lot of money to a lot of people because they value money so greatly that $20 is like $200 to them. So let's go with that.
The question is, do they have to be on a live trade right now? Because people going to watch this later and they're going to be expecting $20
the first
later.
one who puts it in our chat, the right answer,
Okay.
we're going to ask them for their cash app.
Okay. So, like he says, the chat is up. The first person that does it, it doesn't matter when it happens. If you do it, we got you.
I got a destination I'm going. Yeah, those guys, they don't respect any traffic law because there's no license. They get slapped. They get pulled over. You may or may not have ID on you. Technically, obstruction of justice. Yeah, I mean, you could have your license on you, but you might not. Anyway, if you lie to a cop,
I'm trying to understand something.
and they will.
Okay. So, while he is looking up or doing some research, right now we're going to dig into some news, see what's happening, because I always like to check the news. I always
what
read
happened?
the news.
What happened is I just figured it out.
Okay,
I was
okay,
wondering,
okay,
I was
bet.
like, yo, I got to get out and take this profit. I got to get out and take this profit. But the stock has been halted, boys and girls. So a halt means that the stock has dropped or risen more than 10% in less than 60 seconds. So if that happens, the computer is set up, the market makers on Wall Street will halt the stock because there's too much movement in it. So they just stop everything until things calm down and reopen it. Usually it takes about 5 minutes and they'll reopen it. Because I was wondering, I was like, yo, I need to take this $1,200. I can't play around with this. I need to take that money now. And I looked and the stock was halted. So we're going to wait until that becomes unhalted, right? And go from there, right? But what is this stock we're looking at? This stock is the other trade that we're in on right now, which is QS, right? QS. We talked about QS before. That's QuantumScape Corporation. You remember that? That was the other day. So the beautiful thing about this is when you learn how to day trade with us, you will learn how to go through these stocks and be able to analyze what they're doing based on the news that's coming from them. So if the stock's supposed to do something because of the news is good or the news is bad and it doesn't do it, you just wait a few days and you go back and look at it. So this is one of those stocks. Me and Marcus talked about this a couple of days ago. You probably could find it on one of our other streams. QS. It is QuantumScape Corporation, and we talked about what that company did before. We made mention that it was together with another subsidiary, and they focus on the development and commercialization of solid state lithium metal batteries. Remember that, for electric vehicles and other applications in the United States. The company was founded in 2010, and its headquarters is held in San Juan, California. I know you can remember that because we talked about that. And that particular stock is actually doing close to what we would like to see it done a couple days ago. Didn't do it, so we just waited. And now it's doing what we thought it would do, which is come down. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, you can see this chart, I'm sure you can. I don't know if you remember when I talked about a great deal about the EMAs. The multi-day moving averages. One, the black one is the 9. The green one is the Hall 50-day moving average. And this one here, as you know, is the 200-day moving average, right? This one here. And so these moving averages they gives us what we call those are indicators. So they gives us somewhat an idea of what the stock wants to do. We kind of tracking what the stock want to do here with these indicators. Always relate the stock chart of any particular company to a EKG of someone's heart. This EKG is of the is the heart beating well or is it beating bad? So what we'll do is we'll teach you how to read an EKG. So actually you can go around and say, I'm a doctor of the stock market when I finish with you. But anyway, it's coming down. Here we go again. Ain't that a song too? Here we go again. Something like that. Anyway,
I don't know if that's the melody, but it sounds familiar.
it sounds like here we go again. It's like one of those things. Here we go again. But this time, my friend, it's going to be the last because once I make the money off of this stock here, once it goes down and hit this 200-day moving average, I'm going to take the profit and move along. Move on. It's time to move on. It's no more games to be played. No more lessons to learn. Your semester is done. Kick you out of college. Meaning, you've been in college too long. We got to get rid of you. But anyway, bottom line, once this thing falls down to a price where we want to see it, we're going to get out and move on. Therefore, let's talk about has this thing, let me show you this. They released the halt. And guess what? I am in more than 1,200 now. My profit now is $24.79. And they halted it again. Can you see that, my friend? Can you see that? Let's show them, please. Let's go here. This is it. I'm going to show you right now. That is $24.54 is our profit so far. You remember it was just 1,200, but they halted it, and when they released it to halt, it fell even lower. So now I went up another $1,200 when they released it to halt. So now we're up $2,454.25, guys. Boom! Look at that right there. $2,479.25, but they charge $25 to do the trade. So therefore, we're at $2,454.25. Check it out, bro. Check it out. Here we go again. I know that's a song. SRPT. Okay, let's go to SRPT. I just want to watch it from this standpoint. Yo, crazy. He said AMD. Did y'all hear that? That was crazy. He said AMD. Dude is funny. Let's see something. Alright, that's SRPT. SRPT is on the halt tip and it's dropping, right? Being as though it's dropping, this thing is probably gonna go all the way down to like 14 something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna catch it at 14.79. And let me ask you, what's up with your boy? You rolling? 14.79.
You bet.
14.79. 14.79. 14.79. 14.79. So what we're gonna do, right? Let's make this. Let's get rid of these here. Okay. All right, so oh man, they just opened it back up, guys. Oh my God, look at that. You see it, look. I'm gonna show it to you, look. The halt has been reopened and it's back up $4,000 right now, guys. $4,000. We're up $4,000 and we're looking to get out. We're gonna get out here at $13.50. So we're gonna get out at 13. Oh, we out of the sale, man. We're out of the sale, and that's gonna take our profit. Let's see where that took our profit to $13,819.74, guys. You see it, boys and girls. You see it. We went from $9,000 to $13,819.74 right before your eyes here, and we just started this at what? 12:30. 30 minutes. We made $4,000, and we're finished trading for the day. We're no longer going to trade. We're not going to be greedy. We're going to take that profit, and we're going to just talk to you for the rest of the day. We're not even going to trade anymore because we made what we were looking to make, and we are done for the day. We're done for the day, buddy. We're done for the day, as you can see. You've seen that happen right before your eyes, Marcus. Did they not see that? Did they not see this drop? Did they not see it? I mean, they looking at the TV, right? They looking at whether they looking at their phone, they looking at your laptop, or you're looking at the television, right? You've seen me tell you that because the stock has dropped below the AMAs, the moving averages is going to go down based on the news that they had three fatalities with clients that took a study, or clients that went into a study, they lost 3 people. So of course that's going to kill the confidence of investors. When confidence of the investors is diminished, they pull their funds away, which caused the stock to go down. And if you have the knowledge that we have in the stock market, you can make money when these things happen. Now listen, all you guys on Facebook, right? You might be watching this later, but the only reason why I'm doing this live is to tell you to go to YouTube right now. Click the link, go to YouTube and watch us live. That's what we're going to give you. That's what you have. Go do it now. Find us on YouTube. It's Out and About Podcast. You can find it on my page. Until then, peace. Matter of fact, listen, before I let you go, I want you to subscribe to that YouTube page. It's very important if you want to see us grow, because if we grow, y'all going to grow with us. We taking all our people with us. So subscribe to the page. When I say people, I mean those that subscribe. We taking them with us. Like the page. Share the page. Right? Do that right now. Go to hit YouTube. Just hit subscribe, like, and share it to somebody. Share it to a friend. Share it to your X page, your Twitter page, your Instagram, your stories. Share it. Right? We're going to see who does it. And those that's going to do that, we're going to make sure we take care of them in some kind of fashion, right? Go hit the YouTube page, Out and About Podcast, and check out this one right here. This is the afternoon trade for July the 18th, 2025. Go check it out. Peace and blessings. So we out for our live YouTube, whatever that is. We're going to say done. Let them watch that. Right? Now, I mean, come on, MGL. You know what I'm saying? We let the boys and girls see it, right? Because we've been talking to them for the past, year?
Yeah, we started the year.
Yeah, about a podcast. We started the podcast about a year ago.
Started the podcast a year ago. So this season we doing more live streaming episodes so people can get real-time information, trading in the stock market, handling business. So we're just elevating the game in just a different way, because a lot of man,
what's wrong?
Trying to see what happened right here. Hold up, I gotta fix something real quick.
Okay, no problem. While MGL working on that, let me talk to the boys and girls about things that they can do, right? One thing you can do to support us is we want you to go to our sponsors. Go to our sponsors webpage. Our sponsor is MarcusGLorick.com. Go check it out. MarcusGLorick.com. I'm going to pull it up here so you guys can take a look at that there. MarcusGLorick.com. It's one of our great sponsors. And if I was you, I would go and support it, because I do. What I do is I go, look, this is us here. It is. MarcusGLorick.com. You can get anything you want done. You can have your own podcast created by his team. His team will create a podcast for you get your logo together, get you all registered with the state. Anything you need, get your tax ID number. He'll help you build a business. Why? Because it is what? A business development coach. That's what we are, business development coaches. So now I want you to go to this page, check it out. This is the Kelly Rose Group that I talked to you about before. That's a hospitality company that you can invest in, and we deal with restaurants, hotels, and the likes. Everything is dealing with hospitality. Here, you can find it. So what I want you to do is actually go to the shopping cart, because we're doing this on YouTube for free. So go to the shopping cart and support. Get your t-shirt, get you a cup, get you a mug. Oh, whoa, look at that. You can get your book. It's called Trading Stocks, Money, 8 Ball, What, When, Why, and How by Tony Braxton. Teach you all about day trading. You get sweaters, you get water, steel success water bottles. I mean, hey man, just go and support MGL, MarcusGLurk.com. Make sure you hit there. G Lurk's been doing it for a long time, guys. And what you need to do is know that he can set anything up for you, studio. He can get your branding, he can get you logos, design, strategies, marketing. Hey, this is one-stop shop right here for business owners. You can put in your information, put your email, name, address. Where did you hear about us? You can say YouTube. Coach TB told me all about you. Then you'll get that discount. I guarantee you, if you say Coach TB told you about Marcus, I guarantee you he's gonna treat you like family. Watch. What areas do you want to improve in? You put that stuff here, right? Service support. Marcus G. Lurk, MGL, he don't like to talk about his own self, but he's an IT specialist. So get with him, guys. I'm telling you that right now. Get with MGL, right? So with that being said, we're going to go back to one little thing before I let you guys go off of this one. I need to get to something here that I wanted to. It's something over here where you can be sponsors, right? Where's that part?
This is in the shop.
It's in the shop? Okay. So down here is where you can be sponsors, right here. The bronze sponsorship, right? And the silver sponsorship, and then you got your gold and your platinum sponsorships, right? When you get that sponsorship, then we will bring you on. We'll bring you on the podcast. We'll bring you on our trading show and get you talking about your business to build you up, because we take care of our sponsors. Last thing I'm gonna say is these shirts are quality shirts. They're not the regular little $5 cheap shirts. These shirts are soft cotton. When you put it on, it feels really soft. So with that being said, we're going to get back to the market here. Now we were looking at QS, but we're just looking, you know why? Because we already made our money for today. Do I need to bring it back up? I'm not. It's just $13,800 some odd dollars. That's all. That's all for today. We can do better, but we're not. We're just going to chill and relax because we don't want to be greedy. And the next day that we'll trade is on Monday. But we're going to watch everything that's going on today. For what reason? So that we can be where? Prepared for Monday.
Monday's trades.
Monday's trades.
So on another note, we sitting here, trading day's pretty much done, and we've been talking about investing in different businesses and strategies of the like. And it's like, when it comes to investing, people always are investing their time, energy, and efforts into different things for different reasons. Some people will invest their time and energy into finding their passion so that their passion drives their revenue source. What I'm saying is that a lot of people go find jobs to support a lifestyle. Some people create jobs to support their lifestyle. So when you do it the opposite way, you tend to enjoy life and have a better fulfilled time because you find your passion and excitement about it, so that you will continue to do it and you'll be happy no matter the ups and downs of doing that particular craft or trade career, and I find that a lot of people are scared to actually explore their passions because someone's told them, oh, you can't do this, that's not possible. Then you always see people actually do it because they aren't afraid. Some people are put into positions where it allows them to explore those opportunities. Some people have to just work harder to get to those opportunities. My point is, you still have to put in the work and grind in order to do it because if you don't, somebody else is waiting to take that place. And it's not always about the person who has the opportunity now. It's about the person who's able to sustain, something like that. Sustain their momentum and efforts in doing it, regardless of the situation,
right.
Because things change for everybody.
Right.
And if you don't take advantage of the situation and you overlook the opportunity, somebody is there that's pushing twice as hard is going to go up and go against and take that spot. And I was watching the show the other day and it was talking about not competing with another person because it closes you off to actually elevating your own expertise in doing something, because instead of trying to compete from that person, you have the opportunity to learn from that person, which is so powerful. Because instead of you sitting there focusing on how can I beat this person, you sit there and focus on how can I achieve what they have. And it's a different relationship that you build with this individual.
Or help this person grow.
No,
like we did with Five-Star.
Yeah, and so it helps people grow in such a way where everybody wins because not only are they able to learn from you, it's a two-way street. And that's just the weird thing about people that I've tend to experience in my life is like people want to go head to head with you instead of
it's easier being negative. It's easier to be negative and try to compete with somebody, shoot somebody down, and talk about them and backstab them and backbite them than it is to support them and build them up.
I wouldn't say it's easier. I think a lot of people choose to go that route.
Why? It must be easier.
No, it's because
if it's harder, that's even more insane.
It is the same. What I'm saying is, it's just as easy. People decide to make this choice because of their influence.
Oh, environment.
Yeah. And so we always talk about being in a capitalistic environment, and that means competing.
Right.
But a lot of people build, and I can never understand how people do not wrap their head around how important it is to work with one another, because everything is built around working with other people. I don't care what it is. Tell me one business that is just a single individual doing all the work, because they are using products that a group of people made for them to be able to do what they do. So you still working with somebody, but it's not in the capacity that everybody thinks it is. It's like, I'm just going to do this. I can make this happen, but okay, in order for you to get that, somebody had to make the computer that we use to stream, the programs that we use to stream. We had to interact with somebody in order to get these things. So people often look at things as just a transactional relationship. This is like, yo, it's just transactional.
Right.
But there's other types of relationships out there too that will get you much more than just being transactional.
Right.
But a lot of people just fall into that category. That's what people do. There's a transaction relationship. When I go to work,
I get paid.
I get paid. So I come to work to get a transaction. I don't have to like anybody, but as long as I get the work done, you're going to get paid.
Yeah.
And to me, that is so
robotic.
robotic, it's so short-sighted that you are literally,
Unhuman.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't realize that though.
So then it becomes, what's the difference in between hiring a robot and a person?
Right.
Because if I got hired, because if I'm gonna act like that, I could just hire a robot and not have to deal with nobody mood swings, nobody issues. But the biggest thing when it comes to that is that a computer can only do what it's programmed to do.
Right, right.
A person has a choice, and that choice is what sets people apart. We all make choices in life, and depending on how we go about those choices, will dictate how we influence our opportunities.
Right.
And I look at it like I have a million choices that I can make every day, all day.
That's right.
But what choices that I make that I feel comfortable with that allow me to be fulfilled, how to enjoy the next day? How can I wake up and do it all again and be happy? And a lot of people make choices that they are unhappy with, but they continue to do them because it provides them some type of benefit in another area of their life. So then you see them stressed out. You see them um, coming up with weird addictions. And, you just got to be very careful and mindful of how you live your life because, like Tony was trading the pharmaceutical companies, they create drugs for everything to counterbalance the anxiety and stress and all sorts of things that come from living an unbalanced life.
Yeah.
So you got to be very mindful and careful of how you do things. And so it's like the stream has been something that we've been working at for a while. I used to live stream a lot.
Right.
I've actually live streamed like major events for other people, coach. So that they can help brands and build their reputation.
Yeah.
So now I'm doing it out of the same, I'm gonna say same reasons, except for this time, instead of being behind the scenes and helping manage and run and set up everything, I'm on the other side of that. What I'm saying is that it took time for me to even get to this point. And I've done it for other people very successfully. And people ask me to do it all the time. But I had to make a decision and a choice. How am I going to invest that time? Am I going to invest that time into people who don't value me as much as I value myself?
Right.
Meaning that, not saying that they did not value my efforts and energy and time, but it's like, do they value that as much as I do? And if I don't value my time, who else is? So now that comes down to knowing your self-worth. And what is it really worth to you? What is your health, your happiness really worth to you? What is the value of that? How can somebody pay you enough money to say, you know what, I'm willing to sacrifice my time, energy, and effort into doing this? And that's a big sacrifice that I think a lot of people don't really take the time to evaluate because they are so caught up into what the norms are, society norms are. And when you look at it, society has a real crack in it because everybody gets online and they they portray a perfect lifestyle. But when you go back and look behind it, you see that everybody has things that they're struggling with and fighting with. But it just depends on how you decide to deal with that. And a big thing about being authentic has become a thing now, especially in the world of social media and live streaming, because a lot of people are doing it. But if you don't find your niche and your place, you're going to be just another number. And when it comes to this stream itself, it's like you have to figure out what is going to make you happy, what's going to make you fulfilled. And I started not finding fulfillment in trying to help a lot of people who did not value what they have, meaning that they're not willing to invest in themselves. They're willing to do it to a superficial degree, but they're not willing to really take it to the max and the limit. And when you start noticing that you end up just wasting time dealing with certain people, you have a moment of clarity where it's like, okay, what am I really doing? What am I really accomplishing by trying to change somebody's mind that does not value their own time?
You cannot do that.
You can't.
No, you cannot change nobody else's mind who does not value their own time. You cannot change nobody else's mind unless you give them some wine. You know, when Jesus went to the wedding, there was no wine around. He wanted to change their minds and have it in a joyous way. So he turned the water into wine, right?
Right.
Because he wanted to change their minds, right? So the only way you're going to change somebody's minds is if you feed them wine. And so we're not here to feed you wine. We're here to feed you knowledge, right? We want to feed you knowledge and information so that you can grow in the business, right? You want to grow in the business, so we're here to feed you knowledge, not wine. We're not trying to change your mind. Like this guy's in my ear. I don't know if you can see him on the phone. He's from Pakistan and he wanna battle me on TikTok.
TikTok battle?
Yeah, TikTok battle. What it is, I think they figure out who can get the most people on at some short period of time, who can get the most people to join.
Okay.
And you know, this is my first or second time joining TikTok, so I'm not gonna win that battle, but it's just the fact that we're battling. Where you from, brother? Where you from? Pakistan? My friend, can you hear me? Barakatu, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Where are you from? Watch this. Okay. You can hear this, bro. Say it again. Where are you from?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan. Okay.
Pakistan.
Yeah. Do you know about the stock market? Do you know about the stock market?
Yes.
You know about the stock market, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you want to learn how to make money in the stock market?
Yes.
You do? Okay, so you wanna buy my book then here. This is how you get to learn. The price is cheap. It's only $150.
No, dollar. How many dollar price?
$150.
$150. Your book price.
Yes, $150. Yes. You know Mike. You know Michael Jordan.
I don't know. He
Keep
over
it
there.
going. You know Michael Jordan.
He over there talking to somebody on
Okay,
TikTok.
so
Well,
how much
it is
Michael
what it
Jordan
is.
tennis shoe? $350. You buy? You buy Michael Jordan tennis?
Okay.
This is better. This is better.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, so you want one?
Yes, brother.
Alright.
You want
That's something we also seen with Robin and Lucas SoFi for a lot of retail money is finding their way in. For total here, Joey, net new back is total $80.8 billion. That's up 41%. Year-over-year increase really driven by strong client engagement and an incentive program as well. For the first 5 months of 2025, Schwab gathered $352 billion in new assets, despite the headwinds like tax season as well as muted growth in central banks early on. What we expected a wealth management, they added 7.3 million new accounts, and they have $7.1 trillion in client assets, showcasing solid growth in retail as well as their advisory channels.
and we'll see what happens as it go along, taking profit out as we go, right? Okay, so now the buyers come back in and made it green again. You see that? Because earlier it said 63 views. Went in there, making it green, making it green.
Similarly benefiting from the asset gathering strength as investor inflows into wealth platforms continue. Schwab is positioning
You got the stream on, cuz?
Yeah, I'm testing it.
Okay.
It picked right back up where it was left at.
Huh?
It picked right back up where we left at.
On the same one?
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Well, good stuff. Wow, how are you able to pick right back up?
It's because of the way it's set up. I didn't create a new stream.
Oh, good. Okay. And you can edit this and stuff if you want to, right? You can take out these little pieces if you wanted to before you uploaded it, or you just have to.
It's live stream. I can go in and edit it. We live right now.
Well, we live right now. We live, man. Well, that's well, just let's be live then, man. All I'm saying to my man MGO, if we're gonna be live, we gotta be live. We can't be like these reality shows where it's scripted.
I ain't saying being scripted.
We gotta do it.
I'm not saying being scripted. I'm just saying
that debate right now. All I'm saying is we talking about.
I want to talk
business.
about that post you put this morning.
Which one?
The one you just showed me earlier.
Oh, the Facebook post. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me talk to you about that. So I put a Facebook post on. MGL is talking about this post right here. I put a
Put it
Facebook.
up on the screen.
Put it up on the screen. All right, cool.
So people can see what you talking about.
All right.
Pull it up on this other screen
Let
first.
me take the volume off of this. Wow.
No, pull it up on this other screen. If you can pull it up on the other screen first. Yeah, because you're going to be scrolling through and pulling all this up.
Let me put this over here and put that over there. See? All right. See, I know how to take. Direction. You don't.
I know how to take direction.
No, you don't. Anyway, here we go. Boom,
See, because you used to dealing with.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, used to dealing.
I look at you totally different than
Yeah,
people I'm used to dealing with. So don't try to say, "Oh, yo, you looking at me like that." No, it's impossible.
Nah, bro.
Okay, so this right here, look. This is a post that I put up this morning. You got it up there?
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
All right, MGL's talking about this. Sarepta Therapeutics, SRPT. Y'all heard us talk about this earlier, but Mark MGL did not know that I had posted this in the morning before I came into the studio on my Facebook page, telling people that this stock will go down another $5, and you should go ahead and short this stock right now so that you can make some money. So now, if you were in a position to short this stock $3,000, I'm getting ready to give y'all another trivial question. If you were in a position to short this stock $3,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the stock went down, as we can see right here. The stock has went down, right? It's went down to $13.50. Okay, so let's call that $3 drop, and you had 3,000 short on it, and it dropped by $3, how much money did you make? The first person that put that in the chat, put your Cash App in there too, and I'm gonna send you $20 just for the right answer on that. Am I gonna repeat the answer or the question? No, I'm not. But if you get the right answer in the chat, put your Cash App in there, and we'll send you $20. Uh-oh, what's today? Today is Thursday? No, Friday. I got a doctor's appointment to see my doctor on Monday for yearly physical. Okay, dismiss. Anyway, I am trying to say to you that if you pay close attention or keep a close eye on your boy Coach TB, you can make some money. Because I just told people this morning, before the market opened, I don't know what time this was. Yeah. Before the market opened, I put this post up. The post literally says, those that know how to short this is the one. It will be down over. It will drop down $5 in a few days. Well, guess what? It had dropped $5 today. So you didn't even have to wait a few days because it rolls up to $19, right? And now it's down to $13, right? So you've dropped $6. So you would have won that trade. Question again, I'm going to repeat it for those that may not have heard. If the stock is at 1660 and I tell you to get 3,000 shares on the short side and it goes down to 1360, how much money did you make on that trade? Once you get the answer right into our chat, put in your Cash App and we'll send you $20. You understand? So that's the trade right there. What do you think about that, Marcus? That's the one you wanted to talk about. Let me hear you. What are you going to expound on that? What are your thoughts on that?
All I'm saying is there's a million ways to make money, and if you know what's going on, you can figure it out and you can get that bread. Some people just sit here and do what they want to do, and I let them. Forget all that. Certain things I just don't worry about, but this is something that you need to worry about. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, to me, I felt that was very insightful. I enjoyed that. Like to me, that's what I'm looking for.
Can they benefit from keeping an eye on what we do?
Of course they can.
I mean, it's simple right there. It's
the numbers. Numbers don't lie.
That's a lot of money to make in one day, bro. If you see, the problem with the market is nobody knows what the market is going to do. So everybody's trying to figure it out. But if somebody is telling you what they see is about to happen, and it really happens, and you benefit from that on a daily basis, you really don't have to have a lot of knowledge. You can just follow me and MGL, and we'll carry you through. Just follow what we do.
Yeah, 100%. Like, when it comes down to it, everything has an influence and everything has experience and knowledge, and it just, if you open up to take the opportunity to make something happen. Like, when it breaks down, you never know what clips are going to go viral. You never know what is going to make great content, but you got to be willing to go out there and do it. And talk to your audience. Like, our audience loves this. This is the audience that I know I'm looking for. Like, so when it comes to talking stocks, business, and money, let's do that all day. Like, what else you post? What other stock tips you post?
Well, let's go back then. Let's go back. Let's take this over here. We're gonna continue to let's put that right there so they can see where they can go and shop. They can go to marcusglook.com and shop this stuff up. But I'm going back to the question MGL just asked. He said, have I done this before? Have I posted anything else like this or whatever like that? And I'm going to showing what I did on that tip. All right, so if I'm here, I'll bring it back up in a minute. Here's another one. Let's go here. Let's find another one that I did. Upside tension. Here's one I posted here. This was on July the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I posted that this RQNQ has upside potential. This is a girl, Stacy Stillings, that I met in Vegas at a trading conference. And
Right.
we hung out, and she's up in Canada running a senior citizens facility in Quebec. She has, I think, over 3,000 patients or something like that. She's running. It's like a big hospital up there, and she does her own trading, and we stay in contact. So she gave a like on this because she liked that I'm sharing my information and sharing my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one, and then I had another one here. This one here was the first one, right? Now I'm gonna ask you a question.
What kind of question?
Get ready. It's a math. Get your calculator. All right. So I posted this on June the 25th at 9:33, and I said, "Free stock tip. Buy. Hold. Thank me later."
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
The stock is at $205.85.
Mm-hmm.
You bought 1,000 shares at $205.85.
Roughly $2,000.
$205.85. You bought 1,000 shares. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you know how much that costs.
Mm-hmm.
5 days later, after I told you to do this, I told you to buy this. 5 days later, I'll show you the price of the stock now. Now the price of the stock is $285.87. How much money did you make?
You said it was $2 and what?
$205.
It was $205.
Right. You bought 1,000 shares.
Mm-hmm.
5 days later, it's $285. How much money did you make?
80 times 1,000.
I didn't say what the calculation was. I said how much money did you make?
Isn't the difference about $8?
No, I'm saying how much money would you have made on this trade, bro?
It was $2,000. It was $205.
Mm-hmm. 5 days later, it's $285.
So that's $80 difference. That's $80 up.
Right.
So that's $80 up times 1,000.
Right. How much is that? That's the question. How much money did you make?
80 times 1,000.
Which is? Because when you're talking to children, you can't say 80 times 1,000. You actually have to tell them the answer.
Well, tell them the answer.
I'm asking you.
I just told you. 80 times 1,000.
Is what? It's how much money? How much money is that? How much is the profit?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know what's so hard about saying $80,000 profit, but we're gonna leave it like that. I was trying to get you to give the.
I gave the answer.
No, you gave me.
I gave you the mathematical equation to give you the
I didn't
answer.
ask for the mathematical equation. I asked for the answer.
He just didn't like my answer.
No,
he didn't like my answer.
It was wrong. If I was
it's not wrong.
You believe me, you would have gotten a D on that. Because if somebody asked you how much profit would you have made, and you said 80 times 100, that's not gonna work. That's not the answer.
Why?
Because it's the calculation, is not the answer. But anyway.
How do you get an answer? By doing the calculation.
Right, so so hard about doing it and answer the answer because we talking to people online that may not follow what you're trying to do. I'm asking a question and they want to know the answer too. But
if they can't do the mathematical equation, maybe they shouldn't be trading stocks. If you can't do math, maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
That's throwing off the lesson because I was trying to give a lesson to the people. But it's an $80,000 profit that was made here in the last in 5 days. Was my point. You asked me if there were any other deals that I've done online, and I was showing you. I was trying to get your assistance. But you wasn't cooperating properly with
He
that.
just didn't like my answer.
No, the answer
he didn't
was
like
wrong.
my answer.
The answer was wrong.
I guess if you can't
If
do
thought the
that,
answer was right, put it in the chat if you thought that answer was right or wrong. And because you can't answer a question with a question. You can't I asked you how much would you make and you said the answer
80 times 1,000.
That's a
we
question.
We worked through the math. We worked through the problem. We literally worked through the problem.
A question with a question. You have to answer a question with an answer.
I didn't say I did not say is it this. I said 80 times 1,000, which is simple math.
A question. I don't know what 80 times 1,000 is. What is it?
So well, I guess you don't know the answer.
I asked you a question and then you said
80 times 1,000.
Yeah, and I gotta say, well, what is that? It's like you giving me another question to answer my question with, which is
he just didn't like my answer.
No, it's not conducive to teaching.
I guess if you got to learn basic equations, I don't know.
No, I told you to get your calculator if you didn't know what 80 times 1,000 was.
You asked me the difference between.
I said, how much was your profit? And you gave me a question. What is 80 times 1,000? This is
it's $80. It's $80 per share.
You need to be on.
It's $80 per share.
Because the only place they answer a question.
It's $80 per share. Every share that you bought. Every share that you bought. So it doesn't matter if you buy 10 shares or this share. You made $80. Yeah.
This is not Jeopardy, man. You don't answer a question with a question. You say $80,000, Coach TB. That's what your profit. I would say, see guys, $80,000 you could have made in 5 days if you was following me. But it took me this long to get to that because you don't want to cooperate for what reason. I don't know what your problem is. But the bottom line is, that is the answer. $80,000 in 5 days. Right? So now I'm going to take a look at
80 times 1,000.
IONQ. You would have got that wrong in my class.
I'm glad I ain't taking your class then.
Hey man, you would fail my class. Yo.
Hey, no
you
problem.
You could have got to Harvard. Yo, they wouldn't let you in.
Who cares?
Maybe fuck. All right, so here's another one. IONQ. Because you asked me these questions and I'm answering them for you.
Just because you don't like my answer, if I was
wrong, force you to cooperate in the proper manner. But here we go.
Hey.
IONQ, right? Remember you asked me, yo, did you give any other tips?
Yeah.
This one was on July the 2nd. Now, I'm hoping that you're going to cooperate with me this time.
I'm going to do the same math equation
okay.
again.
If on July the 2nd, I told you to buy 2,000 shares.
What if I can't afford 2,000 shares? What if I only can buy 1,000?
Okay, well, you buy 1,000 then.
Okay.
All right, so I asked you to buy.
What if I can only buy 100?
You can buy whichever you want.
Okay.
But I'm saying in this question scenario, you bought 1,000 shares.
Okay.
That's cool. 1,000.
You bought 1,000. Okay.
At $41.
$41 and 64 cents. Okay.
And I told you to hold it. I said, this is what I wrote in the post. Upside potential for at least the next 24.
We're going around to $41.
Okay, well, upside potential. Thank you. No, I said upside potential, buy, hold, and thank me later. That was my post.
Right.
All right. So now, from July the 2nd to now, the stock is $46.80.
$46.80.
Right. So $46.80.
Roughly going to do $46.
No, we not. Because
he wants to do the
no,
exact
you
math.
so smart, Smarty Poo. We're gonna get you to do the exact numbers. You bought 1,000 shares at 41.64. Now today you're gonna sell it at 46.80. Right? And you bought 1,000 shares. How much money would you have made?
46 minus 40, 41.
Exactly. We can tell he didn't like math in school. So the answer is you would have made $5,260 just in those couple days. My whole point is this, not to, it's just all in fun going back and forth, but the point is if you follow us, you can make money. That's the whole point. And Marcus G.
You be $500 richer easily.
This $5,260.
5,000, whatever.
You'd be $5,260.
Depending on how many stocks you trade, you bought 10, 100, 1,000.
I would suggest you should have bought 10,000 of these. You should have bought 10,000 shares.
If you can afford it.
Well, you can afford it if you want to afford it. It's how I look at things. It's all in your effort and how much effort you put into what you want to do. Those that think it is hard to afford something, they give money too much value. You understand? Some people look. I got this story right.
Go ahead.
This guy, he gave $1 to this non-profit organization.
Right.
He walked up to him and said, "Hey man, I really admire what you're doing with the kids here, with the youth and everything. I really admire that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's $1 towards your nonprofit program."
Right.
And the other person took the dollar and said,
"Thank you."
He didn't say thank you. He looked at it and said, "What can I do with this?" And he said,
"There's $1 he didn't have."
Try to get the point. He said, "What can I do with this?" And the guy said, "What do you mean? That's $1. Aren't you happy that I gave you $1? It's $1 you didn't have. What are you talking about?" And the guy simply sat and explained to him. He said, "This right here, there's nothing I can do with it." He took it and ripped it and said, "You value money too much. You think that dollar is really $100, don't you?" He said, "It's a lot of money. I could have bought a coffee with it." Point I'm trying to make is some people value money too much.
Mm-hmm.
They overvalue money.
Okay.
I undervalue money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big difference because the minute you start undervaluing money is when you're going to get it. The more you hold too much value on it, you're not going to get it because you're thinking it's too sacred for you to have. $1 is simply a penny to me.
Okay.
But it was $100 to the guy who gave it, who gave him gave him the dollar. He felt in his heart and mind that he was really giving him $100. So there's the difference between people that value money and people that don't value money.
Okay.
So all I'm saying to you is hold the correct value of money. There's something that's called Forex, and I'm not saying this, I'm just trying to give the people information. Forex is the money exchange. Like if $100 is $100 in America, it's $10,000 in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you see how much value they putting on their money here in America and versus in Jamaica. Now we know we can take $100 to Jamaica with us in our pocket, but if a guy looking at you like you got $10,000 and it's only $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's evening up the value of the money, meaning money is based on where you are in life.
Okay.
So that $100 may be worth $10,000 in Jamaica, but it's only worth $100 in America, and vice versa. That dollar is worth $1,000 in Jamaica, and it's only worth $1 in America, right?
Uh-huh.
So maybe the guy was from Jamaica. Maybe he thought he was really giving them $1,000. Could be. But my point I'm trying to make to you is hold the right value of money. Because to me, $1 is really worth a penny to me.
Okay.
You know? And you can tell the way people hold value of money. You can tell how they value money by their communications. And again, those who have a misconception of the value of money have finding a hard time getting it because they are valuing it too much. They overvaluing it, so it's going to be really hard for them to get it. That's my point.
I
devalue money.
I get your point. To me, I look at them guys, both of them, like something wrong with both of them. For the simple fact that $1, if somebody gave me something, I don't care if it's $1, it's a penny or whatever. The fact that you willing to give it is all that I need. Because I can get, if I get $1 from 10,000 people, that's $10,000. So now at the end of it, I'm not worried about how they value that piece of currency and money and all that type of stuff. Yeah, so what I'm saying to you is, or to y'all,
we're talking about the value.
Right. What I'm saying is both of them hold money in a different framework. To me,
right,
it's the same thing as buying the penny stock. You could buy 1,000 penny stock. You could, for $1, you could buy 1,000 pennies a share. And that share could go up. So you could buy actually a lot if that stock hits the roof. So what I'm saying is relative at the end of the day. It doesn't, to me, it's like, okay, cool. I'm not spending the time arguing with a guy over, you think that is $100, this, that, and the other. It's like, okay, you want to donate this, and this is what you can give, and you want to give? Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day.
No, I was just using that example. Anybody that gives to a nonprofit, the nonprofit should accept whatever they give. I was just using that as a scenario example.
No, and
it's not like it's not he wasn't appreciative of it. He just was making a point of how people value money differently. Let's change it from money and just take it to art.
Okay.
Can I show you a picture or one of these pictures or whatever? It doesn't matter. Show it. Show it.
If you want.
Okay. This is a piece of artwork right here. Right?
Uh-huh.
This hopefully to bring home the value point that I'm trying to make. So you see this piece of artwork right here? You see this piece of artwork?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I may look at this piece of artwork right here and say, no, Marcus may look at this and say, all right, I say, Marcus, if you saw this artwork somewhere, just based on you looking at it,
mm-hmm.
what would be the most that you would pay for this? Honestly speaking, just take this scenario. You saw this and you like, I want this. And then the guy say, well, what would be the most you want to pay for it, sir? What would your answer be?
$1.
You would say $1.
If you want to give it to me for $1, that doesn't mean I value that.
No. So you always trying to answer a question with a question.
No, you asked me what.
No, but you said if you're willing.
Said, no. You said what
do
you want to pay for?
Right.
I told you $1.
And then you said if you're willing to give it. So you're asking me a question again. So
I said you asked me. I said $1.
Okay, $1.
Yeah.
Okay, now me, I walk up and I see this picture, and I say, he said to me, yeah, sir, what's the most you willing to pay for it? And I said, looks good, certified. I'll give you 100,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference between people's value system.
Mm-hmm.
So you may value this as worth $1, and I may be valuing it as worth $100,000. So we take that same value system and put it on money. Like I will value $1 as a penny, and you may value $1 as $100.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference between the value system that I'm trying to explain to you. We have to.
I get what you're saying.
Not overvalue money.
I get what you're saying. But to me, that's all about perspective. Just because I pay for $1 doesn't mean I don't think it's worth more than $1.
So you're not answering questions honestly then?
No, you asked the question that you asked me.
What's the most you're willing to pay for it? You said $1.
Right.
And I just said it's the difference between people.
If you gonna give it to me $1, right?
No. Stop. When you think about when we get better, on shop is on. So if somebody asks you a question, we try to just answer the question. But if we throw another question out there, it's like you answer the question.
You asked me what I'm willing to pay for.
And you said $1.
Right. That's the answer.
But right after that, you said, if you're willing to give it to me for $1. So now you're asking me a question.
Right.
So
you could have said no. You could have said no.
No.
I think it's worth this. I would have said yes.
No. The man just said, what you willing? What's the most you willing to pay? And you said $1. Leave it at that. Don't say, well, if the sky falls tomorrow, I'll pay you $1. That's all I'm saying. We just need to get our value system together as far as money. And I devalue money. That's why I don't have a hard time getting it. I take it out the stock market because I don't value it that much. But people that overvalue money, they're usually the poor people, the ones that only can give $1 to a nonprofit. But that's the lesson on valuation. So here we go talking about IONQ, right? Mm-hmm. How much money did they make if they would have followed my Facebook page? $5,260 in a few days.
If they would have bought 1,000 shares.
If they would have bought 1,000 shares. But if they would have bought 2,000 shares, they would have made $10,540. $10,520. If they'd have bought $10,520 if they would have bought 2,000 shares.
So he's doing an equation.
Just in a few minutes.
So you can even say the same thing. You could say per share you would have got X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, we said that. Right. We said per share you would have got $5.26. So no matter how many.
And I said rough. Yeah.
So if you would have bought one share, you'd have made $5. Right. All I'm saying to you is, follow our system and you can learn money. Tell them if they follow us, join us, get with us,
right?
We about making money.
100%. So it just depends on what you want to do with your money. Like some people will sit there and they'll go out and spend $100 going out to eat and drink, but they won't take $100 to put in the stock market. Like, people just value stuff differently. It's like, yo, I could do this, I could do that. It's the same thing. I'm going to spend it anyway. Why not put it in something that can accumulate additional wealth? But people don't think like that. And it's that simple and easy. Like, everybody's trying to get a big hit and win and all this other type stuff. But to me, it becomes relative because when you looking to buy certain things, it yields a certain price. Like, if you invest a certain amount of time, you're going to get a certain amount of output. And that's just simply how it works. So they say, well, you got to spend 10,000 hours to become a expert at something. And that's just about how you spending your time. How much time are you willing to spend doing something? So then when people, that goes back to time versus money. Like, people will say, oh, it's going to take you X, Y, and Z time to learn something. So people go to college and they take all this time to learn something. And they spend all this money. So they spend $50,000, but you can go to somebody who has all that knowledge that you need to accomplish it, and spend $10,000 and get
$400,000 worth of information.
Right. So it's relative. At the end of the day, it just depends on how you want to invest your time. Do you value your time, or do you value money more? So if I give you $10,000 for a half an hour, you give me $400,000 worth of information. I'd rather have that than spend $40,000 to try to make $100,000 a year. That I'm already $40,000 in the hole. When I could take that $10,000 and make that in a couple of hours, days, and months. So now it becomes relative because, like you said, it just depends on how you value money, how you invest your time, how you invest everything. And some people just have a different mindset when it comes to things, and that's why they can't see past certain aspects of life. So it's like, oh, that's $400, that's $40 a share. All right, well, boom. If I have $100, I can buy 2 shares. So now it went up about $5. So and I ain't had to do anything. That's a better return than having sit in the bank. I made more money. Plus, I still got my shares, so I can sell my shares and still have profit left over.
Yeah, that's 10% gain.
Right. But people look at it like, oh, that's not a lot of money. Well,
shit, you keep making 10% gains, you're gonna be all right. So this IONQ, right? They might want to know. Oh yeah, you just made $5,000 on it. Now what? I will buy it back and still continue to hold it, just for future references. If somebody's watching this, probably wondering, oh yeah, you did make some money on that, huh? Because it is up, right? It is up. Look, it's $47 now. Mm-hmm. So that means and so it was at 41, so that's $6. So you made $6,000. But I would say take the profit, mm-hmm, and then get back in to hold it more so it can go up further. That's what I would say. Yes. So continue to hold this. I'm not saying, oh, this you know, even though you made the money there, continue to hold this stock, IONQ. I would hold this stock for the next 24 months, meaning as it go up, you can take out your profit and get back in, take out your profit and get back in over the next 24 months. And it probably should double. It should go from 40 to 80, which is 100%. And that if you can make 100% on your money, I mean, that's pretty good. Because on the bank's only paying you what, 0.05? That's a 0.5%, B. Mm-hmm. So I mean, man, tell them, man, all they gotta do is stick in there and stick and stay with us, and we're gonna show them the way, right? Look at that, Out and About podcast, right there, mm-hmm. Just stick and stay, man. Tell them, MGL, stick and stay. This was a big one though, right here, because this all happened today. This ain't had to go by a couple of days. This happened today.
100%.
So man, yeah, man, look, man, we're gonna tell y'all, man, to stick and stay with us, man. Rock out with us, man. You know what we want them to do, Marcus.
Follow,
subscribe,
share
the podcast Out and About, man. And hang in there. If y'all got any questions, put it in DM. Y'all want to get a book? Let me know.
Leave it in the chat. Follow the website. Click the links. Make it happen. Invest in your future. I guess we out.
Yeah, man. I guess that's until Monday, man. We'll come back on Monday, man, and get y'all going again. We'll start trading again on Monday, man. Follow along. I think we'll try to get in here about 9 o'clock if all well. Mm-hmm. You know, Lord willing, we be here Monday morning, 9 a.m. trying to get you guys to learn and understand how to pass down generational wealth.
Peace.